Hi everyone, welcome to the new vlog. Very sorry that I was not active in the last few days, and you know the schedule that every student have at IIM or any of the IIM. So काफ़ी difficult था, but somehow I convinced my friend Anuja, and she will be sharing her CAP interview experience. So do like, share, and subscribe my channel.
Hi guys, my name is Anuja Hata. I am from Raipur, Chhattisgarh. But because of my dad's job, I have lived in many different places in Nagpur, in Vishakhapatnam, in Bhopal, in Indore. So I have been moving and I have done my BTech from Indian Maritime University, Vishakhapatnam in Naval Architecture and Ocean Engineering. I have done my schooling mostly from Kendriya Vidyalaya, and apart from that, I have 6 month work experience, 3 months with Indian Navy, and the rest 3 months with TCS. So now I'll be sharing my interview experience, the cap round interview experience.
So Anuja, what all questions you were asked at CAP interview?
So the first and most basic question was how please introduce yourself. So I introduced myself in a very short manner, like a very concise answer I have prepared, and at the end of the answer I put all my hobbies and curriculars. So I want them to ask me question about that. So I think they actually picked it up and asked me because the later part of my interview went through my hobbies and the curricular and the places I have lived in. So secondly, they asked me about the Vizag, about its population, how I felt in Vishakhapatnam, and what all tourist places were there, and yes, about that. So be prepared with whatever where you belong, what are cities you have been. If you tell them that you love traveling, then be prepared with the places you have been and the experience. Share your experience with them. So be passionate whenever you answer them. And third question they asked me was about my work ethic. So it is not relevant, but it's more about the ship designing and the submarine designing. So yes, be prepared with your technical part also. And the last part of my interviews, they asked me about the hobbies. And since I have diploma in classical singing, so they asked me about the different forms of singing and different forms of gharanas in the countries and what I am trained on. So this is how my interview went. So, guys, one very important thing I forgot to share is that in the last question they asked me was to ask them a question. So I did a little bit of mistake here. I asked them specifically about the IIM Raipur's exchange program, and I think they minded it, but fortunately I converted all the cap rounds IIMs. So the learning was that if they asked me if they asked you to ask them a question, then be prepared for it. Ask them a generous question, a general one, not a very specific about any particular IIM, because they might get offended. So take these tips in mind and prepare well.
So the last part of the question is, where did you prepare your GDPI, and what kind of whatever tips you want to give to all the aspirants watching out this CAP one?
So answering that, I have prepared by my own. So okay, guys, it's really important you to know that you don't need a lot of help for GDPI preparation. You can prepare it with your friends, with other aspirants that having the same background and the same interest, and with your colleagues also. So you can prepare by your own. That's completely okay. And what are tips I want to give? So first would be prepared with your technical. In cap round there would be mostly there are two panelists. One would focus on technical and the second would be asking general HR question. So be prepared with your technical and be thorough with your application form. Be thorough with your TMAY, that is tell me about yourself answer. They would be picking keywords from that and they would be driving the interview throughout from your TMAY. So yes, these are the tips.
Okay. So all the best to all the aspirants watching out, and yeah.
Please like, share, and subscribe Anshu's blog. And for any queries, you can comment and
Yeah.
DM me on my Instagram or DM him.
Yeah.
Best of luck, guys.
Best of luck. Keep shining, guys.